Hello, I'm Ep5, and today we are on the Fox Den SMP server, which is my Twitch/Patreon server, and we are actually going to be working on our base today. Hype! So yeah, we have been busy. If you've been here for streams, I stream on Twitch 4 days a week. More about that down in the description. But we have been busy on streams and somewhat off camera getting these domes built for our Mars themed base. And down underneath the ground, we have been busy digging out rooms underneath each dome to match, and each one has a theme or biome, if you will. And this has been well underway for a while. So like this is gonna be a desert themed dome when it's all completed. But what I'm working on today is the connections between the domes. So I got busy and figured out how I wanted them to look, because they're not going to be themed, because they're going to be connecting the themes. So we needed something pretty neutral that just kind of worked and fit this space age space age theme, because our whole base is based on Mars. And so we've got all this red terracotta everywhere. I have been I have to show you this. I've been super busy terraforming. All of this was still, I was just putting it off. It was still all just normal terracotta and everything else. I want to terraform more, like out, so that when you look at the base, it all still looks like Mars. But right now we can actually build everything because the last corner is completed. Oh, it's getting dark. And this is why I was avoiding this corner. It's just a mess. But it's all lighted up, and we've got all of this terracotta work, enough so that we can build all of the domes. We just need to move the bamboo farm, not bamboo, the sugarcane that is still in the way of our main dome going in, the big boy. But I have been collecting glass with my villagers in their little hut there, and I want all of these connectors for the domes that I have built. I have almost half the domes built, if you don't include the big one in the middle. That one is gonna be a chop. Okay, it's getting dark. Let's sleep. And then we're gonna go about building some connector. I don't know what to call. I need to figure out what to call them. Yeah, so I have these tunnel. I don't want to call it a tunnel. These walkways. We'll call them walkways in between the domes. So I've already figured out kind of the look for them, but they follow a very specific path around. They may not appear to be the most logically placed, but they're very intentionally placed in their angle and everything to make the connections look like a circle. So if we have, I have like Matica open, and if we bring it up to where the circle, okay, there is a giant glass circle all the way through the base. And that's where the connectors, these walkways, attach the two domes. I want the base, let's see if we can get up here in the air high enough to see it. All the domes are in a exact circle around the main dome. So we're also going to have walkways between the four corner, the medium-sized domes. Will connect to the larger dome. And then I'm thinking these medium ones might, because I'm going to need access to the outside too. I was thinking about putting, like, in the back corners, a little tiny itty bitty dome for, like, access to the outside. I don't know. So I'm going to need a way out. That's going to need to be a thing. Or maybe not. I don't know. Hello. So without further ado, I'm gonna get some more rockets and we'll start building some walkways. Oh. As soon as I'm about to hurt me. Hello. It appears we have some angry Martians who have decided to... Are they gonna attack? Are you attacking me or are you just staring at me? We have angry Martians. Angry Martians have appeared. And, we need to take care of this. Plow! Ouch. Okay. Trying to get them to kill the banner guys so that I don't get bad omen. Ouch. There we go. Thank you. Angry Martians can go away now. We need to figure out some kind of lore for this, right? Like they're not angry Martians. Maybe they're like fellow Mars colonizers and they're trying to... I don't know. Weed out the competition. They're meanie heads. That's what they are. They're meanie heads. Okay. But we are ready to... Angry Martians aside. Ready to get building. So these are the resources. I have a glass shulker here too. And then the rest of the materials we're using are here. And I'm just going to be kind of going back and forth. So I want it again. So thankfully it follows this 2, 2, 2 all the way. And then this is a 3. Connector to this frozen biome. So we have to be careful. Right now this works because the bears can't get out, but it's supposed to be a 2 wide opening. So we're going to have to place something there temporarily to keep our polar bear friends exactly where they are, because we don't want anybody getting lost now, do we? Huh? Do we? No. No, we don't. Is that so? Our fish friends are still doing good. Okay. But not poor Sir Wallace. You know what? Let's take a brief recess and just remember Sir Wallace. This is where guys, like, okay, getting at home is gonna be like near impossible, but look what I found. Look at it. Hi, friend. No, don't open fire. I love it. I love this fox. Hi, friend. Okay, I need like a boat or something. This is gonna be a long journey home. It's just me and my fox. Traveling home. Everything's awesome. Isn't that right, fox friend? We need a name for fox friend. We're just going on a nice little cruise. Isn't that right? Yeah, so he's bumping his head, yeah. Something will not happen. It's not gonna happen. Everything's gonna go perfectly. And it's great. And I'm so happy. 'Cause when do I ever have things go right on stream? And so this is like the payback for all the streams where things go wrong. I deserve this, and it's gonna be fine. No, you don't. You don't hear a ghast. There's no ghasts, no piglins, nothing. No slipping under the slabs. No. Everything's going perfectly. This is everything going perfectly. You're okay. I've got a nice little frozen biome for you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Don't you worry. Look, see, you've got polar bear friends. You like polar bear friends, right? No! No! Oh, I'm still so sad. I'm still so sad about poor Sir Wallace. Oh, sad. A sad fate for Sir Wallace. So we'll plan on the door opening here, but I'm going to leave this glass here because I think they can't get out, but this one will be broken eventually. And yeah, we just frame the whole thing in the cobbled deep slate so that we have it as 3 up. Okay, so it's 2 wide and 3 up. And then 1, 2, 1, 3. So let's place our door where we want it to be. And this will be probably here. 1, 2, 3. 1. And there. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And we'll move that out there like that. That's kind of how our door is gonna work. And we're just gonna want to break this and put it there. But there's that opening framed out. Let's see, I just... You're not allowed out. You're not... I'm worried you're gonna try to get out. Don't get out. 1, 2... Oops. 3. 1. For 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do the opening there. Oh. This is fine. Oh, we need another snow block for in there. We'll put the glass there. You're not allowed out. I'm not letting you out. It's not gonna happen, friend. Let's go get some snow. I know he can't fall into it, but I'm worried that he's gonna fall into it. And there. Okay, so we now have a safe home for the polar bears, and we need to start placing the glass. So we're going to do our best to follow this path to the best of our abilities. I don't want it to be too sharp. Oops. A turn, so we'll just do it this way. Is there... Oh, there's an elevation change. I did not have to deal with that one. Okay, the elevation changes all the way back here. Now I'm gonna have to think about this. Let me figure this out. Okay, so I ended up doing it like this, and it's similar enough to our circle that it's not going to distract from the overall design that I have going. So this will just continue in... So we'll go there, I think, yeah. And we will continue building our walkway. So now that the glass structure is in, we need to go through just like the domes and add the polished deep slate. I forgot the word. We need to add the polished deep slate under all of this glass to make it seem more connected. And then while I'm at it, I'll probably just go ahead and put in the grass and the blast furnaces. So what we have for the flooring over here is this texture is actually blast furnaces. The top of them just looks so cool. But yes, they're all blast furnaces, which are honestly kind of a pain. So because we live in a mesa, I have a terrible stone shortage. I mean, if you want terracotta, I've got terracotta for days. Stone, not so much. I've actually put in a cobblestone generator, so I can AFK for stone. I mean, a cobblestone. And I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this. And I take my cobblestone over to my furnaces over here, and I cook it into stone, and then take it back and put it back through the system to get smooth stone. Because if you're not aware, a blast furnace, let's see, is 3 smooth stone, 4 iron, which I have an iron farm, so that's not a problem. And then you need a furnace, so I've got to then take more cobble, craft the furnaces, and they take a lot of stone. So I'm AFKing at a cobblestone generator. Yeah, that's a thing that I've been doing to get these blast furnaces for these walkways, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, and then we've got the grass underneath the leaves. And yeah, originally I was just gonna put blast furnaces there, and I'm like, you know what? These are kind of expensive. We're gonna put in grass, which is also expensive because, again, I live in a mesa. Yeah, I really thought this through. I also really wanted to use mangrove leaves, but I'm in a mesa. Everything goes back to I'm in a mesa. The leaves were brown and gross, and so the spruce ones are the only ones that really keep their color well and are like green and nice looking. So that's what we're going with. And then I thought the line of end rods lit up, so it's all non-spawnable, but just really kind of drives home that space agey feel of it. So yeah, we're doing the floor. We're gonna put in the blast furnaces, and they're directional, by the way, so you gotta watch that. And the grass blocks. And sleep. We need to sleep. So the flooring is in, and it's looking good, except I really think about the steps. So now you can see the sides of the blast furnace, which look a lot more furnace-y than the tops do. So I mean, I'd already like to put like a stair or a slab, something, so that it's not, you know, you don't have to jump. It'd be nice to just be able to walk up that. I wonder if the leaves will make it better. Because there's gonna be a leaf on top of each grass block. Did I do something funky here? This feels really tight. It feels very tight compared to this one, which should be... See, this is 3 across. So the interior has a diameter of 5. So this feels much more open. So why do I have a 2? Why do I have a even... Oh. How did I not notice this before? I have an even opening, but an odd sized tunnel, but doesn't... Because the angle it's at, it doesn't feel off. Huh. well then, that's gonna take some thinking because, so it's fine. Like, I would just say I'm gonna leave it because it doesn't feel off. When you're walking through it, it doesn't feel like, oh, you've got an even door in an odd room. But these ones over here, if we bring our circle back up, right there, this is actually straight across. So here, it's gonna be real obvious because these do just connect straight up. Huh. Hmm. Well, that's a thing. So, I like this one. I like the feel of it being too wide, but I think we need to... It'll be a small modification to just bring the door out one and have a 3x3 opening. This at the top will be three across instead of 2. It's not a big change. But still, what did I do over here that it's only 2 wide? So I've still done something funky. Because this walkway at its widest is only ever 2 across, which makes more sense. I think I've actually done this one properly, whereas I did something funky over there. Whereas this one, if I just bring the whole side out, probably in this direction, 1, then it's going to work a bit better. Don't you think so, Mr. Polar Bear? No? Okay. Well, I believe in us, even if Mr. Polar Bear doesn't. Oh, I got the nod now. Now we're good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, let's get to fixing the wall. So I've fixed this one. You can see it's now 3 across at the top. That one's still wrong. I'll go back and fix that one, but it feels much better. Wider 3 wide path. It, it's even on both sides. Hello, polar bear. These are just to keep the polar bears in where they belong. I've put in the leaf blocks and everything, and we still have this step to figure out, which is how we figured out it was uneven to begin with. And I was thinking about it. I wished that I could do something bright, almost like if I had iron block slabs, something like that. I felt like would fit, but since we don't have that option, I'm gonna salvage those 2 furnaces. I'm just gonna put... We already have cobbled deep slate everywhere. The color kind of fits. We're just gonna use cobbled deep slate for the steps. And I figured at the top, I wasn't gonna do stairs, I'm gonna do slabs because I feel like the top half works. If you can see the bottom half, well, it's that bright color. It just looks furnace-y without drawing it. It's a step, you don't want it to draw attention. So I guess all we have left to do on this one is to get the end rods in place. There it is with the lighting in. I played originally with doing the lighting across instead, but it didn't look nearly as cool. This kind of feels like these very neat kind of fluorescent lights sort of thing. Across, it just made it feel like you would jump through and like you'd hit your head and kind of like stop on them, and they didn't look as good. They didn't work as well. So there, that is how we make the walkways for the tunnels. So I think I'm going to go into... first I'm going to fix that one. Then we will... for building the rest of them, I think we will go into a fast mode, time-lapse sort of thing, and build some more of these, and get our base looking pretty snazzy, I think. And that pretty much wraps up this episode. I hope that this is a good vantage point from up here of how the tunnels look now that they're actually in place. We can see the way that they curve around this main dome, and we're just gonna keep going with this in videos and in streams. Just keep building domes. We've got to fill the domes. We got to do the main dome, which is gonna be, oh boy, that's gonna be an effort to get that done. But that does wrap up this episode. We got so much done on the base. I am so thrilled with the progress. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. So make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye!